Hello, friends. How do you track your online investments? Can you do investments which are online for mutual funds in direct option? Can that be tracked effectively so that you can see it 24 hours, 365 days on any place on this planet? Is it possible to see the real value of your investments? Is it possible to see your SIP online? Can you track what you made investments and the transactions which have happened from your bank to your mutual funds folios? Can you see the new folios which have been generated for your online investments? Is all this possible? Plus, can there be some more features? For example, you would like to perhaps do your own transaction in consultation with your financial planner on a fine evening. Would you like to research something? A friend tells you that this new fund or this particular mutual fund is doing particularly well, and you would like to explore it in the next half an hour sitting at your home on your mobile. Would you like to look at options when you can start an investment of, let's say, 10,000 rupees a month? After 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, how much would the value be? And some of these calculations. If you are interested in all of this, welcome to this episode on how does online investment tracking and app help our investors. This is a very special episode, little long. Stay till the end because I'll give you some gifts at the end. So do stay with me and I'll take you through a complete demo of the online investment option and an app, and what all do you get if you are our client, and what are those features which you can enjoy while being an online investor in direct mutual funds with some more options, plus some bonuses in the application and the app also. So let's go ahead and take a look at how you can do that very effectively. So how does online investment tracking and app help our investors? Well, in this continued presentation, I'm going to explain to you in detail what are the features, what are those ideas which can help you to get the confidence that your investments are growing and you can be happy doing what you're doing as your investments and enjoy life meanwhile. So let's go deep dive into the features. Do stay till the end with this little long video episode. So I'll be taking you through the features. Let me go deep dive and I'll be a little faster now. So the second point is that when you're looking at your investments, how do you look at your investments? Some disclaimers: please do not forward or record any part of this or copy any part of this presentation or this video. Hi, my name is Taresh Bhatia and I'm a financial freedom specialist. As a financial freedom specialist, I give consultancy to my clients on their financial plans, and my firm, which is registered with SEBI as registered investment advisor, helps them to assist them in their online investment tracking. My book, The Richness Principles, is available at Amazon. Do read the book to understand the complete picture. What are debt funds? What are equity funds? How do funds move up and down? How should you get started into investments and things like that? Because those are important things which will help you and assist you in the long run in consultation with your financial planner. I, Taresh Bhatia, by qualification, I'm a certified financial planner, a CFP mark which is given by FPSB worldwide. Well, online investments for our clients give you, so I'll give you a quick checkboard on what features are there when I look at online investing. So number one is that the reports option is there. A lot of reports are there which you can fetch directly from your online desktop or your mobile app also. You can look at portfolio valuation, look at portfolio summary, just a summary, just what's the total investment amount today as per the NAV updated automatically. Any report for gains, what are the gains today and what you have realized, that report is there. Unrealized gains means if you were to close certain funds or the complete thing, how much amount would you get? An unrealized gains report gives you that kind of a picture. You can check all your transactions which you have done, whether SIP, systematic transfer plan, systematic withdrawal plan, from your bank to the mutual funds, all the transactions which have happened for a particular period, you can check that also. You can also check all your insurances which have been done with our assistance and you have given us the records of those insurance policies. You can look at all your SIPs in one go. You can look at all the folios on one screen with the market value. We will be doing the goal planning of the financial plan integrated into your folios, which fund, which goals is being done by us at the back end. And we will be giving you a limited option to do investments online also. You can also purchase, you can also redeem your funds, and you can download any of your personal finance documents like PAN, Aadhaar, and minutes of the meeting, your financial plan last given, as well as your cancel check copy which you've given to us, your data sheet which you've given for while making the financial plan. All this is going to be available inside the app exclusively for our clients only. Now, how do we do this? So one side is the software, the other side is the platform. So Government of India has approved over 12 years platform called as BSE Star MF. That's the application, that's the online platform which you're using. And this benefit is that allotment is done immediately if it is done during the working hours, depending on the timings. And the application is submitted. In fact, you get the folio by the evening, the same day of the transaction, and T+1 or T+3 as the funds may be, you will get the funds investments also. And so this BSE Star MF is what we're currently using for doing online investments. This is the backend where we start doing the investments. Now let's come to the simplified dashboard as an investor. As an investor, this is what you see on your screen, investor dashboard. So your reports, your transactions, your insurance policies, your SIP, your investments online, and your documents. At one go, you can see all of this together. A beautiful dashboard, a very effectively easy to see, and a pleasing color based dashboard for the investors. And this is another version how you can look at the gains today, your reports. So these are the summary of all the reports which are possible, as I explained earlier also. And you can look at your portfolio summary, something like this. What you see on the screen right here is the portfolio summary. So which has got your folios, your scheme names, the fund names, the purchase amount, the switch amount, if any redemption done, balance units. You can also look the current NAV, balance units today, current value as of today, what is the gain. One thing is you can look at XIRR. We have also given CAGR to look at. You can also look at your current holdings, that the report which you would like to fetch out from the application, just do a save as the current holdings. So once you have done this, there is another report possible called as portfolio valuation, which means as of today, what is your debt amount, what is your equity amount, and what is the total value as of today. There is another value report which we generate. You can export this report, what you see on the screen here. You can export this as a PDF also. You can email it to yourself. You can see it on the screen. So a couple of options are given. Just do the click on that. For simplified version, we have done all that as ticked OK. And you can, this is the report which you will see as your SIPs, your all the purchases, today's value, the gain, and look at the last one, CAGR. That's the most important thing when I say that this is an important aspect, the CAGR aspect. Portfolio evaluation. So CAGR with customizable grouping order is also possible. You can also see how many days you've been holding it to effectively sometimes calculate any capital gains or any other implications, exit clause. So holding days is sometimes important. This is the asset allocation and portfolio for currently held units in all the products which you may have purchased, whether it's mutual funds, whether it's any equity, debt, arbitrage, any other investments you have done. So this one report at the front gives you this summary also. Now you can export this as an Excel or a PDF. Both options have been given. So go to the left side, transactions, and from there you can click this report and you can export this report. You can mention the period also, for what period you want the transaction reports to be downloaded in an Excel. This is the complete transaction statement from day one till today. What are the transactions done in each fund? What are the dates there? What are the SIPs you have done? Sorry, any balance units today. And you can also look at, you can select the funds, you can select the schemes, you can also select which date purchase, or you just want to see the SIP. So all these configurations are possible also for you to see. Total purchased amount, so a summary like this can be seen on screen, and any other investments are also possible going forward in this report. So Capital gain summary is when you're giving to your CA for taxation purpose, you need to give a report called as capital gain summary. And this capital gain summary is the amount of tax which is possible to be paid, but it has to be calculated by your CA finally. It will also take into, we will also give you another report, possible capital gains unrealized. So before you actually do the transaction, suppose you have got 10 lakhs and you've now become 12 lakhs in a 1 year plus, and you want to know, if I were to close the fund, how much amount would you get? So you would get 12 lakhs. What is the tax payable for that? So 2 lakhs is the capital gains. This report will tell you how much is the capital gains called as unrealized before you actually redeem the amount. Now, in the capital gain summary report, you can see that the actual capital gain is there. The taxable capital is mentioned, and what are the, it's divided into short term, long term, and the taxation is also given in detail for each of the SIPs and the funds also. And for giving to the your CA, this report is what you can easily fetch yourself from your application online. And all these features, especially, sometimes you've invested into ELSS, so you want to know what are locked for 3 years. 3 years have already passed. So point number two, which are available for selling, and you can be, which you are holding for more than 3 years. So short-term equity, long-term equity, capital gains, all of these 6 features we have put into the capital gains report. And the unrealized report looks something like this, which shows you that ELS is locked, ELS is unlocked. So unlocked means what you can redeem immediately. This is another report, and you can download this as a PDF, the unrealized. Now you can look at detailed SIP report like this. If you were to do a transaction, this is what we do at the back end. We select the transaction, growth option, if it is a new fund, and we're doing frequency, what is the installments, SIP, how many dates from when to when, and we do the, we send this link to you. You can also explore such options which is given in the mobile app, like fact sheet. So any particular scheme you're looking at, you want to see the history, you want to download the fact sheet, you want to see the detailed composition, which areas, volatility, ratios and all, how's the performance been. You can see that also very effectively. And you can actually do online transaction if you have requested us. You can invest, you can redeem, you can start a SIP. Fourth, you can do purchase in a new folio. You can order book of the online purchase orders also. You can view that also. So 5 features which you could do online yourself. You can do a switch transaction from one fund to the other, from one equity to debt or debt to equity is also possible within the fund. You can do that. You can compare schemes, that X scheme and Y scheme I would like to compare. You can also look at XIRR report, which means from one period to the other period, what 1000 rupees I've invested, what is the amount today. You can do a rolling return calculator, many such features. Honestly, you don't have to get into it, but I've put all the features. This is all features are there. You can look at the top schemes, you can do data analysis, and then you can actually understand a little bit more how we are evaluating the schemes when we are recommending those to you. And this is when we do the investments through BSE Star MF. This is how it gets booked through the backend. Now in the mobile app, both Android and iOS mobile app, this is the front screen, how it will look like. And if you see the lump sum, SIP, cost of delay. So these are some of the features we have added that as a common layman, if you were to do some more thoughts, you would like to calculate something, and you can look at your features here. On the right hand side is what you will look at in your mobile actually. So these are some of the screenshots of the actual screen on your mobile. We've added a lot of utilities, as I've just explained. This is a list of all the utilities which we have put together. There are calculators, there are downloadable forms, there's market data, comparing schemes, top schemes, and fact sheets of all. For some of our clients, we are also doing insurance policies, data online storage, which means that life, health, general insurance, and all the policy storage. Plus, we have added another beautiful feature, a claim form, your PAN, your Aadhaar. So these 4 things is what you need to carry if you're going to the hospital, God forbid you're injured or have a claim settlement to be started. So the 4 documents are there in the app for your convenience. Finally, I promised you a gift. So there are some gifts. Subscribe to my value letters, take my ebook, and get into a virtual session with me if you're not an existing client. Look at this link given down below in the description, and book your virtual session with me and get started. Join me on my social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And stay connected with me on our website, Advantage FP, blog.advantagefp. Look at my book website, the richnessprinciples.com. And of course, whenever time and scenario permits, visit us. Thank you very much. This is Taresh Bhatia, your financial freedom specialist. How have you liked this particular episode? Please do put your comments, like, and share, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. This is Taresh Bhatia, your financial freedom specialist.